O'Shaquie Foster versus Raymond Ford goes down this weekend, and it's a very big fight, a very underrated fight, which not many people are speaking about whatsoever. But in my opinion, it's one of the most 50-50 fights of this year, without a doubt it is. And honestly, as of right now, I can't really fully pick a winner. There's one guy I'm edging to, but then I'm thinking, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Um, so look, let's be real. It's one of these hardcore fan fights. This is what this is, and it's mostly for the American audience. And look, this isn't a fight where it's a giant pay-per-view spectacle or a casual blockbuster fight. It's not like that, but it is one of the most skilled fights again of the year. It's one of the most underrated fights of the year, and it's one of the most skilled fights of the year. One of the most 50-50 fights of this year. And this is why, many, fans who are interested in this fight are very excited for it. And I think with O'Shaquie Foster, he's a world champion and he still feels massively underrated right now. This is a man with wins over Vargas, Fulton, Conceição, Nova. He's, again, done it at the very top level and he's not getting superstar attention. He has been in wars, this man has. He's been in absolute wars, unbelievable fights. But he's someone who doesn't get credit as a champion and doesn't feel like a superstar. But the real ones know this man is a proper champion. And if I'm being honest here, it'll go under the radar, but possibly the best champion in the division. Right now, at super featherweight, you've got Navarrete, Kakache, and O'Shaquie Foster. They are the three champions right now. O'Shaquie Foster's better than Kakache. Navarrete or O'Shaquie Foster's interesting, but honestly, the most skilled boxer in the division is O'Shaquie Foster, especially out of the champions. But then you've got Raymond Ford as well, though, who is possibly more skilled than O'Shaquie Foster. That's why it's such an interesting fight. These two are the most skilled guys in the divisions, Raymond Ford and Foster. And people don't see it that way. These two, in my opinion, skill for skill, are levels above everyone else. Skill for skill. Obviously, you've got that Navarrete style in the mix. You've got that, Anthony Kakache style in the mix. You've got Charlie Suarez up there as well. But skill for skill, these two are the very best at 130. Without a doubt. It's not even a question. IQ wise, they sweep everyone easily. And I think, looking at Raymond Ford now, people might think he's still got a bit more to prove after that Nick Ball loss, because this is now the other big opportunity for him. He's been on a bounce since that Nick Ball loss. And I feel like a win here against someone like O'Shaquie Foster will really, shut people up and put them to sleep. People will really start to think he's elite fully once again, and that's what he's going to get. And a win, no matter what fashion it's in, is a real proper statement. It's a real good statement opportunity for Raymond Ford coming into this fight with O'Shaquie Foster. I really can't wait for this fight. Stylistically as well, it's a very intriguing fight. And again, as I've been saying, the most skilled guys in the division, the most well-rounded guys in the division. You got O'Shaquie Foster. He's a very good, slick, composed mover, very good timing, and he's very good at controlling the fight with his lead hand, and he's very unpredictable. You've got Raymond Ford, athletic, very sharp counters, and let's be honest, has some good solid explosiveness in his game as well. He puts his shots together very, very, very well. I'd say overall the power advantage I'd say is with Ford, but speed you've got to give to O'Shaquie Foster. His speed is ridiculously underrated. But the slick counters of Raymond Ford are very dangerous though. They're very dangerous. One great counter shot from Raymond Ford can really switch things up, because O'Shaquie Foster does like to throw some nice, good, quick shots at the same time. One big, well-timed shot from Raymond Ford can really, spice things up quite a lot in this fight. They are both very quick hands. They both have very quick hands, both of them do. O'Shaquie Foster, very good composure throughout. And Again, very calm under pressure, very disciplined. He's relaxed in there, and I think he's got a style that could really frustrate Raymond Ford, possibly. But you've got Raymond Ford again, who I think very unpredictable with his counters, and if Raymond Ford gets into a rhythm, this is when he can be dangerous. If Raymond Ford gets his timing right on O'Shaquie Foster, which will be difficult, but it's definitely doable for someone like Ford, then really do think he can make life a living hell. If he can get something going on, then, he's looking confident right now. Possibly, even I reckon a possible stoppage could be in the mix for Raymond Ford going into this fight. And it adds a lot. It adds a lot. It's going to be interesting to see. But I think again, who has got the better resume? Who has got the better resume? I think O'Shaquie Foster's got. He's got good experience against good movers. Fulton, a good solid mover in there. Who again, I think does have some similarities to Foster in ways with how slick he can be. And let's be honest, I think in the last fight, Foster completely just outclassed Stephen Fulton in that fight. Completely outclassed him, and again, that was a proper statement performance. But we then look at Raymond Ford, and I think again in August a very good, solid performance and good fight against Abraham Nova. But yeah, I'm looking at the resumes again, and I feel like it's definitely on O'Shaquie Foster's side without a doubt. But yeah, I think we're in for a really interesting fight. I think we are in for a really interesting fight. I think I look at O'Shaquie Foster's resume, and at the higher level, I feel like he's seen more than what um, Ford has. I think O'Shaquie Foster's seen in his past fights more similarities of the style he's going to get with Ford than what Ford has seen in his past opponents from what he's going to get with O'Shaquie Foster. Either way, I think it's a very, very interesting fight. People need to watch this one. People need to tune in and watch this fight. It's an absolutely huge fight if you think of it. To be honest, it is. Again, it's not a spectacle, but to me, it's a huge fight. There's lots of stakes on the line, and it's very 50-50. Who knows what way it's going to go?